To go now. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
All right, ready to go here. In half up to hit. And that's downstairs. 3-1.
3-1.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Full count.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, they opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2. Ball.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Justin Turner. Man at second. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well done, drives in the run. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Dansby will head back to the dugout after the kill. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Padres 0. Back here in San Diego, and our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one, does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's too low. And the count is 3-1. Luis Arias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-two now.
Count is full.
That one the other way. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Pitch was well outside. Definitely a bit of a defensive swing, but somehow he got the bat to it, and clearly his willingness to go the other way, that's what allowed him to find a knock on a difficult pitch.
Luis Arias stands in. Runner on the move. Hit hard but foul off to the left. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw. He'll score, and they've tied it. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. That one off the mark. 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a grounder, foul first base side.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Liner caught it second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Xander.
And let's take a look at the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Petco Park, all set for the start of the inning. So here's Horner now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. This one in the air. Machado sizing this one up. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 9, Miguel.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Horner, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And there's a ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pickoff throw. Horner back in on a dive. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Number 6, Matt Shaw.
Here's the rookie third baseman, Matt Shaw. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Iglesias.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one hit to right. And that's a foul ball. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is even 2-2. That one to first. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward. One out, base is empty. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 and 2 is the count.
He goes down looking.
Batting 8, the center fielder.
Now batting Tyler Wade.
Wade.
And that's
a ball.
off the inside edge. And the count
2 balls, 1
2-1.
strike.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Inside. And it's a full count. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And now Ian Happ. Fouled off left side. Center field. Wade. And out number 1 on the grab. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That missed by a lot. 2-1. And that's down and away.
3-1.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A gigantic blast. It's his 6th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. 1 down, base is empty. Misses inside. And a full count now.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Payoff pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Bush.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Next pitch is outside. Bullpen action for the Padres. Logan Gillespie up and throwing. Estrada getting loose as well. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Martin Maldonado up to hit. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
There's a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. It really feels
The
like
first
we might be
baseman, number
running out of
4,
time
Louis.
before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, this is the type of hitter
1-2
you
is the
want
count.
up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Padres.
and now on the mound to start the
Number
4th,
71.
Logan Gillespie. He's making his
Logan
2nd appearance of the season.
Gillespie.
And here comes
Leading off for
Dansby
the Cubs,
Swanson.
The shortstop.
You talk about
Dansby
elite defensive players,
Swanson.
especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close home.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there, and that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. He'll circle the bases, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Here's Nico Horner. On the ground, right side, boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Hard to tell exactly
The
what
center
went
fielder.
wrong right there. That was a
Keith
fairly routine
Throw
ground ball, but he
Armstrong.
just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Man at first, Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. The 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The catcher, number 9, Miguel Amaya.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Horner leads off first with one away. That's in there, and it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key
That's
to
good.
effective pitching is getting ahead in the
Now.
count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure,
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in San Diego, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Manny Machado. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Bush. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Gavin Sheets digs in now.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Here comes X to the plate.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The next offering misses. Now 3-1.
3-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
We got a full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Padres go down quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Padres.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 5th.
50.
Adrian Morejon.
Adrian.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
Morejon.
filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Back to the top of the
Leading
order
off the
now.
Cubs,
Here's
the
the
left
Cubs
fielder,
leadoff
number
man,
8,
Ian Happ.
Happ.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
1-2.
The next pitch
No, that's
misses,
up.
and the count is 2-2. Van lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as the lead remains 3-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Ryan Presley. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
Jose Iglesias getting ready to hit.
The second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Ripped to right. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So now a pinch hitter, Elias Diaz. A runner at first for him, nobody out.
Diaz.
Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hard hit to third. Fires to second for 1. On to Bush. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So it's their last chance in this one. Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. 1 strike away. On the ground right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
And your final 3-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.